Meteorologist Sean Sublette, and time once again for the winter outlook for Richmond in 2023-2024. And the El Nino is really the dominant player in this upcoming winter. Remembering in a normal situation, the trade winds blow from east to west across the Pacific, putting some of the warmest water in the Pacific toward the central part of the ocean basin. But the trade winds have backed off a fair bit. So that warmest water kind of sloshes back toward the South American coastline. The impact is on the jet stream pattern in the subsequent winter. And this is the typical impacts in an El Nino winter across the country. The big thing is the subtropical jet stream tends to make it wetter across the southern tier United States. But just inland, let's say west side of the Appalachians, Ohio Valley, it tends to be drier. So Virginia is kind of on that borderline. So we do think there are going to be a lot of fluctuations during the course of the winter. It's not going to have that dominant warm feel like we had basically in January and February of 2023. So we see it kind of playing out this way. Lots of ups and downs for this winter. In December, probably a continuation of where we've been recently, about 1 to 3 degrees above normal, below normal precipitation, which means we're not really keen on getting a December snow. January, we think lots of up and downs, especially. So when you average it out, the temperatures are about 2 degrees either side of normal, and it's probably going to be a little wetter than normal, talking above normal precipitation. Then in February, a little cooler spell, 1 to 3 degrees below normal, but the precipitation a little closer to normal. Now, what does that mean for snow? We don't really think there's a good chance to get snow in December. It could happen, sure, but we think the best chance is mid-January to mid-February. And to be fair, that's pretty close to climatology anyway, so we're not really going out on a limb there. But we do think there'll be at least one snow, good snow if you will, of at least 4 inches in Richmond. And there may be something that does 6 or 7 inches if it all comes together just right, but we do think we're going to get ourselves a good snow at least once this winter. But we don't think it's an overly snowy winter. The average snow in Richmond over the past 30 years is only about 9 inches. So we always need to temper expectations. But we'll go with the idea of about 6 to 14 inches when it's all said and done. And we are going to go ahead and include March in our total seasonal snowfall as well. Last year, we gave ourselves a B on the winter outlook as it was warmer than normal. We just didn't think it was going to be as warm as it ended up during January and February of 2023. This reminder, subscribe to the Richmond Times-Dispatch, download and subscribe to our national weather podcast as well. That's called Across the Sky on Apple, Google, and Spotify.